shoot.
I think for Kael's sake, hopefully James is a little bit rusty.
Well, both of these guys are champions, but they haven't really been consistently playing for a couple of years, really.
No, that's right.
Did James play at sevens with you guys?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't played much at all.
All right, so James on the far right, got Kael on the left. Oh.
That'll get him fired up. That's why I think he needs it to wake up now.
Yeah, that'll wake Kael up. Let me see if we...
Oh, no.
So both the boys pretty much took a knee, started rolling their guns from the cakes. Yeah, they pretty much did the exact same thing. They did the exact same move.
The problem was you could see Kael running on the undulating surface. His gun was up and down with the bumps coming through that middle section where it hasn't been run through, and I think that's put him off.
All right, here we are behind James. So we've been getting reports that when I do these transitions, you get these like swipey transitions that have noise.
Wow.
So it means that when we're talking and doing transitions, we have to like make sure we don't talk during the transition. We've had some awkward moments in here figuring that out.
Yeah.
Got Kael in the most advanced position at the 50. James has got his number though.
Oh, there he is. 3-pointer. Good job, Kael.
Kael.
Good job.
Yeah, like I said, when we saw the first draw, and we're just going through looking at the draw, there's a couple of interesting ones, but when I saw this one, it was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be an exciting one.
It was frustrating for me. I knew because I had Brett, I was like, I'll stay back a little bit and try to wear him out the first few points if he slows down. That was my sort of game tactic.
Yep.
And it seemed to work as the match went on, so I was lucky for that.
I don't know if you saw Tyler Harmon versus Keith Brown.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Tyler Harmon
Yeah. We spoke about it at training last week.
All right, here we go. We'll get behind James again. All right, we got Kael got 2.
Good job, Kael. Good aggression. He's definitely working up the field very well.
Pardon me?
Kael's working up the field very well. He's making up a lot of ground early.
Yeah, he's got a knack for that. I swear, he just comes out, eye up a field, have a couple of quiet words with a player, and all of a sudden they're singing.
I'm off, Will.
All right, Rob, thanks for coming out, mate.
Thanks, Rob.
Means a lot.
Appreciate it, mate.
That's all right. Yeah, I'll push on.
Just give us a shout if you need anything. I mean, I'm sure you got people, but
Yeah, no. Like 4 weeks at home.
yeah.
So.
All right, brother. Thank you. Rob just had hip surgery.
Oh, is that what
Hip replacement.
Oh, wow. And he's still out here.
He's just out here
That's commitment, isn't it?
balling.
He does well, actually, Rob. He's handy to have around.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I've said it before. I say it again. Rob and Scout in a zombie apocalypse, and you would just have like zombie killing robot machines.
There's no doubting that at all.
No problem. Like I'm not even joking.
Speaking of which, I'm looking forward to is Scout the last. Is he the last round? Yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah, Scout and Riley will be in the last round. All right, both of the lads. Oh, Kael pushing up through the middle. Kael's at the 3-point line. Man, these guys are just duking it out. You wouldn't want to have to stop and refill right now. Oh, and James gets one. So all that hard work, but even the pressure from Kael, he didn't get the 3 points, but he did limit James to 1.
That's right. And even if you start winning 1 point at a time, like we said with Piffy, he was dominating early, but just 1 pointers. And then once Johnny got a couple of threes, he's all of a sudden straight back into it.
Yeah.
It's a very fine balance. Get a bit of momentum and then push hard.
Yeah, that's why I was really stoked to see. Sorry, one sec. Let me just triple check. Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay, yeah, just because it's not just like you get a point for each round, and people would play differently depending on the pressure they're under or their own play style, and yeah, just pushing up a couple of quick bites to get 3 points, or hanging back and exhausting the other opposition and getting 1.
Here we go.
It's like Kael may have had some...
Off the hair.
Wow. Looks like Kael may have had some gun issues, and David lent him his gun. He got out there just in time to get shot off the break.
That's not ideal.
All right, so that's another one for James.
5-4.
Blow for blow. Let me just see here. James wanted to fight today for the Cerebral Palsy Alliance, which I don't know a whole lot about Cerebral Palsy Alliance, but I wrote down some notes.
Here it is here.
Yeah, we help babies, children, teenagers, and adults living with neurological and physical disabilities lead the most comfortable, independent, and inclusive lives possible. That's James's charity for today.
Sounds like a good cause. Matthew Freeman.
All right, what's going on here? Boys playing paintball. Kael's hungry as, but he doesn't know what's going on at the moment, I don't think. Okay, he just learned.
Good. 3 points.
3 points for Kael. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, Kael just got right up in there. I thought at that point right there, Kael wasn't sure what James was.
We have 8-4 for
Kael.
Kael.
Yep. Yeah, so Kael may have gotten a little bit lucky because it looks like he thought maybe James was still at a cake or something. He was shooting at the cake, I think.
And James had a chance to get his back too, and he didn't take it.
Yep.
They both just went and took it for
boy.
blows. Oh.
Drone down.
I'm guessing that's where we
Yeah.
driving.
That's going to buy us a quick TV timeout. And it'll give me a chance to talk about Sahara. This is Kael's charity, which we'll probably have to talk about in a second.
Get it down.
Sorry guys, I missed the breakout there. So we got James. James got up to the 2 points, 2-point line and shot Kael out there. So these guys are going blow for blow pretty well. Now let me get Sahara up. So Sahara is... So this is Kael's charity, and I'll be alright. So from what I understand from this one, you got your website and phone number up there, but I think Sahara is a South Australian organization that basically like rehouses animals that need to be adopted, and they have a no euthanasia policy. So obviously that means a lot to Kael. This has been kind of interesting when I first started pulling charities from people to just get a quick little insight into our family out here about, you know, whether it's something that they're passionate about or maybe something that's touched them, whether it's through loss or, you know, struggles or just something that means a lot. It's kind of interesting to see what people have elected.
Makes it a bit more personal, which is really good. Open up.
So here we are behind Kael, who's leading 8-6. Does he run to the 50?
Oh,
Run to the 50, seal the deal?
he had a break that last one, so I think he will now. Good switch. Oh, that was close. Yep.
All right, let's watch that one.
That was close.
Yep, it's 9 to James, 8 to Kael. All right, let's see. So they were both on the move. Kael taking ground up the middle. James gets the same idea.
He timed it perfectly with that move.
Yeah, it looks like Kael just kind of came out into James's lane.
To be honest, he probably been on the 3-point line, and if he was smart, he probably would have wanted to stay there, let James run onto it. Easier said than done, but it's a big...
All right, let me see what's going on here in the chat. This is my mom who's been backing Kael for the past couple weeks.
Yeah, nice.
Says he's a salmon but plays like a shark. Don't mind the bunkers, James. Get him out of your way if you need.
Oh, good shot. 2 points too.
2 points to Kael.
Down to this point now. This is it. How exciting. This will be interesting. I think James will go for it this one.
Let me So we got 10 points to Kael, 10 to 9. So Kael, does he just sit back and get the 1 point, or does he play his game, just do what he does? What's this?
That's dangerous on live stream. The whole 10.
Well, this is an opportunity for me to show off my casual joggers.
I like the socks actually. Can you lift your foot up for a sec? That's the socks, baby.
What are you doing?
Here we go.
James pinned down in the back cake there. Kael's keeping him in, pulling a pod. Both of these guys, they can take a break for the longest time, and then they come back out, and it's like they've just been training all the time. They've got form on point all the time.
Oh, there it is.
That's 2.
Wow.
2 points to James. Come back.
That was close.
How about that? That's the game we wanted.
That was good.
What did Kael win? What did Kael win? Kael won. You look like you're tired.
That should have been me. That should have been my one.
Who am I showing this to? I don't know that. James.
Hey, James.
Kael just won. You look like you're tired.
Good job, James.
Thank you.
Well, and James, that was entertaining.
Thank you.
That was
That was a good
entertaining.
match for a first match, I think.
So, next up, we're going to have
Shane Barnett and Alex James. Bell's partner.
That's it. Let me just update this. I need to get something out of my car before this one.
Can we get one of the boys to get it?
No, I'll be alright. I'll be alright.
Sorry?
Trust me, I don't need that.
Alright. So Ryan, thank you for joining us.
It's alright.
But you are currently being kicked out.
Beautiful. Unlucky, Kael. That was good. That was
Thank
very
you,
entertaining, mate.
Can you take this voice to the boys? Yeah. Sure, I'm out of here.
That was wildly entertaining.
Oh, not quite good enough though, Will.
Is my mom in the chat?
Sandy, I've let you down. I told you not to put money on me.